Now, you mentioned that Glenn Kaiser actually has heard your music. Have you ever met Glenn in person?
Yeah, I've met him a couple times. I've gone to Cornerstone. Scott and I went the summer after we graduated high school in 1988. We borrowed my dad's truck and drove up to when we used to be up in Grays Lake at the fairgrounds. We drove up there with another buddy of ours, and we went to the festival. I was still 17. I hadn't even turned 18 yet, and I've gone every year since. So
wow.
I'm an old timer at the Cornerstone Festival, but Glenn's a big soccer fan, and they have open fields to play pickup games of soccer. And really, the first time that I really got to meet him in person and really talk to him was playing a pickup game of soccer, probably in 1991, 92, somewhere in around then. And got to know him a little bit outside of him being the great Glenn Kaiser, who had such an impact on my life when I was a 15-year-old kid trying to figure out my way in the world. And so it was pretty exciting to get to meet him like that at a more personal level. Yeah. But I saw him year after year, and he got to the point where he probably didn't know my name, but he recognized me as oh, you're that long-haired guy that plays soccer with me. And so I got to talk to him, and then through a mutual friend of ours, a guy named Kurt Borders, he who knows Glenn pretty well, when they moved to the festival to Bushnell, Kurt's father is one of the groundskeepers out there, and so through him, I actually got to have a little bit more interaction with Glenn and get some CDs and stuff to him and things like that. So it's been over a long period of years, but it was pretty exciting to have him say he liked it and he thought we did a good job. And a lot of people comment on how much our singer sounds like Glenn Kaiser.
Glenn, I noticed that. In fact, we're going to play. We'll play some tracks here. I'm going to play one track here in just a minute, and we got a couple others we're going to queue up as well. Interesting that that you've been going to Cornerstone for so long. My daughter-in-law. My oldest son and my daughter-in-law have been married for a little bit over 2 years now. Her family's been going to Cornerstone since she can remember, since she was a little child. They go every single year. And even my oldest son and my daughter-in-law have been going the last 2 years. And they're going this year with my granddaughter. She's only 3 months old, and they're going to be taking her to Cornerstone. So kind of runs in my family. Even though I've never been to Cornerstone myself, I'm out here in California, but in extended family here, they have extended ties to Cornerstone. And Tiffany's told me that if you're at Cornerstone over the years, it's not unusual to see Glenn Kaiser and a lot of all the folks from Japuza who run the festival are all over the place, and you run into them and see them quite frequently. So it's not unusual at all.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, and actually Japuza is such a neat ministry. I had a chance to actually go to the building there in North Chicago a couple years ago, and we visited the Japuza facility just really briefly. Quite an amazing ministry they have there in the north side of Chicago. Well, hey, I want to go back to when you were 15. We're going to do that in just a minute, but we got to let the folks hear your music because when you sent me this track in an email, this MP3. I thought, man, these guys, they've got it nailed. This is pretty good. So let's let everybody hear what you guys sound like. I'm going to play Military Man. Here's Lightshine Theater with Military Man on Classic Christian Rock Radio.